50 years after the final Harry Potter book, Harry Potter is now headmaster of Hogwarts, ready to usher in a brand new generation of witches and wizards. My name's Radio Mike, and together with my friend Sam Garlep, we're reading every chapter of my Harry Potter fanfiction from when I was 13. This is book 4 in that series. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter. Hello, Amoras. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Boys, a fanfiction podcast by me, Radio Mike. Sam Garlep is confused.
Where are we? Hello, Governor.
Over on the Patreon, we were talking about how successful would this pod be if we were in the UK, right? And here we are. I thought, let's put on a British accent at the top.
Yeah, it's a fair shout, Mikey.
You're right, mate.
Yeah, let's do the podcast. We're in the land of the down under. No, we're not.
We're in the land of the Queen and the King, and we are doing Harry Potter and the Boys. This is a fan fiction podcast that I wrote when I was 13 years old.
Yes.
So jump on board for the fun and check out our soccer podcast later, but we don't call it soccer.
So we call it football.
Football. If you call it soccer, you're a motherfucker.
And we also like an ale because I am the schooner scorer and I'm here.
Meet us for a pint over at the Old England Hotel and we will see you there for a pint. All right. It's been a great episode, Sam. Thanks so much. Goodbye, Amoras.
Jolly old good, sir.
Jolly old. No, we are back to Australian Mike and Sam, but
wow.
You missed.
Last week we opened with the US.
Yeah, but I think that was on the, was that on the Patreon? That was on the Patreon.
I think we did it.
No, we didn't do that on the main. We wouldn't do something as good as that on the main. So patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys. Guys, I want to say I've been disappointed because we haven't had a new Patreon supporter in a while. And you know what? Got me thinking, what are we doing wrong? And I thought of the answer. Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing.
The content on the Patreon.
The content's perfect.
What did we just talk about?
We make no mistakes.
We talked about Luke Coombs. We talked about Sean Diddy Coombs / Combs.
Yeah.
We talked about your favorite T-shirt from USA or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a lot of interesting stuff.
Oh my God.
A lot of behind the scenes stuff you'd never hear. And then Sam talked about something and said, I don't want this on the pod, so make sure you cut it out. So then we just had a little conversation between us, and here we are on the mainy.
Yeah, excited for another week of Harry Potter and the Boys.
Patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys. Shout us.
It's a podcast that we do.
It's a fan fiction podcast. And Sam, you know, on the weekend, I went to see Green Day. This is not related to Harry Potter at all, but it was awesome.
Oh yeah, Green Day.
Yeah.
Did they ask you up on stage
to play guitar?
No,
unfortunately not. No.
Okay.
But they did get someone on stage.
Because before I go to any concert. Before I go to any concert, I think I have to be ready. I have to know some of the songs well enough that if they pull me up on stage and I have to perform, I've got to be ready for that.
But that's a huge, first of all, the odds of that happening are so low. And second of all, you're right, because Billy Joe was asking, all right, who wants to come up on stage for this one? Who knows it? Do you know it? Do you know it? And someone was like, I know it. And I'm like, in the moment, I probably would just say, yeah, I know it. And then I'd get up on stage and be like, oh no, I do not know the words.
Yeah, or what if they go, you're like, I know the chorus.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, oh no, we're starting from the verse.
We're starting from verse 2.
Verse 2, you got it?
Yeah.
And you're like,
no, sorry, I might go.
Or verse 1, when do I come in?
Yeah.
Because it's hard.
It's hard. Music is hard.
But so I'm like, I've literally Luke Combs. When I went to Luke Combs the other week,
you were worried about that.
I was like, okay, I've really got to be ready for this. Yeah, sure. I was in the stands up 3 levels, and I was like, but what if he goes that guy?
Yeah.
Seat. Section AA level 3.
We're gonna keep playing this
seat
loop.
33.
You walk up here.
Get him out here.
I made that joke. I went with friend of the show, Keelan.
Yeah.
And they played the song "Give Me Novocaine," which keen-eared listeners might remember that I auditioned for the school senior vocal ensemble
Yes.
with that song, and that was talked about on Hamish and Eddie. And when they started
We
playing
went for
it,
such different songs for our auditions for that.
what did you audition with?
Like a B track from the Hairspray movie musical.
Okay, yeah, I went Give Me Novocaine, and
Yeah,
when it
that's way
started
cooler.
playing, I turned to Keelan and I was like, imagine if Billy Joe was like, all right, we heard a rumor that someone auditioned for their choir for this. Mike, get up here. I'm like in the stalls. I have to like, I'm coming 5 minutes later. Oh, we already finished the song. Sorry, man.
Now, I don't know if you're doing. Is that a really good impression of?
No, it's a terrible.
Okay, because what it sounds more like is like
Donald Trump?
No, like not an anime, but like Pokemon, Ash Ketchum.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna use Pikachu against your Bulbasaur.
You know what? I actually think that's closer to
think-
Billy Joe. What you just did. Like, it's like, all right, does anyone remember this song? Don't want to be an American idiot. Sing with me. It's like that
Not
kind of
part
vibe.
of my MAGA agenda.
Yeah, there was that. There was a bit of MAGA
Yeah,
agenda.
I keep my ear to the ground.
Yeah, you do. But it was a great concert. The other thing
Sorry,
I
you probably wanted to bring something up.
no,
but
I didn't. I just wanted to start a conversation.
Okay.
I've liked where it's gone. The other thing I thought was funny was because they played the whole album American Idiot, which is a classic punk album. And
I love that song.
what, American Idiot,
Yeah.
the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they played the whole album.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's
And
nice.
when they got to Wake Me Up When September
Oh, that
Ends-
one's a good one.
No, so for me, that to me,
I forgot that was them.
unpopular opinion, boringest song on the album.
Yeah.
And I turned to Keelan and I was like, honestly, mate, this is my least favorite song on the album. And he was like, oh, I agree. And I'm like, yeah, it's just boring. And then Keelan, like all these people, Billy Joe's
Yeah.
going, wake me up. And then everyone's filming it. And then
Yeah.
Keelan just goes, boring. And I was like,
Oh my
and I was
God.
like, all these people are going to be taking these videos, showing their friends,
Yeah.
look how good Green
Did
Day
everyone
was.
look
It
around?
was-
Look
were
around?
looking. And I'm like, imagine showing your friend, look how good Green Day was, and you just hear Keelan in the background going, boring. But yeah.
Wake me up when this bloody song ends.
Oh, yeah, it was a bit like that. Anyway, so that was a good experience. Not really Harry Potter related, but,
But it was a magical night.
it was a magical night. Yeah, I guess that's where it is.
Wake me up.
When
September
ends.
What's the verses? What's the verse to that? See,
Summer
that's it.
has come to pass. The innocence can never last.
Wake me up when September ends.
It was a great concert.
Yeah.
It was so good. Yeah.
See, I think if all of their songs were like that,
yeah.
Oh,
Boring.
boring. That's,
Yeah.
I think it's a bit.
It's a bit of a stall in the engine in a good album. The album's a car, and Wake Me Up When September Ends is a stall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
What are the other songs? What parts are they? Which one's
like
the
steering
tires,
wheel,
the steering wheel,
pedal, brake.
Yeah.
Oh no, not brake.
No. Oh, so your ideal
way.
is a car with no brakes.
Put it this way.
It's
All of
unsafe.
the songs are pedals, and then Wake Me Up When September Ends is a brake.
So it's a car. Okay, so it's a car.
It's an automatic car.
with lots of pedals, and every pedal.
No.
Every pedal every song is a pedal. So there's lots of it. They all are
Well,
accelerate
maybe
pedals.
they're different gears. So we go back to a manual car.
Oh, okay. So it is
yeah.
manual. Okay.
I think it's manual. Yeah.
And then there's one brake.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So, that was what I've been up to. What have you been up to? You done anything cool recently?
No.
No? Your show's coming up.
my
Adelaide
show's coming-
Fringe
yeah.
and Melbourne International Comedy Festival, Scam Gala.
Yes, by the time this comes out, I'll just have just over a week until
Nice.
my Adelaide
Showtime.
show starts. So
When's your
please
first
come on.
Adelaide day?
March the 20th.
Oh shit,
So
that is
come
soon.
along. Yeah, it's
Nice.
it's really soon.
Amazing.
Yeah, that'd be great. Otherwise, just trying to work on that. I'm trying to think anything actually interesting.
Well, apologies to anyone who has messaged Sam on Instagram. Sam, before
Oh,
the show,
yeah.
was going through his messages.
I'm
Probably
so sorry.
20 unread
Oh,
messages from
thank
fans of
you.
this show. We wonder why no one's signing up to the Patreon because they never bloody hear back from Sam.
Thank you all so much for your messages. No, I think that I usually go, you know what? I'll save that for the podcast. Then I forget.
Yeah.
And then like 3 weeks later, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, okay.
So we did.
And now it's too late to respond, I guess.
I did respond to. I just got a message from Sorry, I just got a message from my mum to a group chat with me and Mel.
Oh.
She sent a photo of to a couple going, proud homeowners, 2 minutes from your house. And
who are
it's
they?
it's the girl who I sat on a table with in year 4.
Oh.
And Mel's never met either of them.
Can I see the picture?
Yeah.
So when did you last see this woman?
A year,
Yeah, okay.
maybe.
Oh, cool. Well, that's interesting.
But
Good
like,
on them.
why is that in a
them.
group chat with
With your partner?
my partner?
Yeah.
But no, other than that, I did get a message from keen listener and friend of the show, Scooter.
Yeah, Scooter. Scott Izzard.
And unfortunately, as we did reference something, I think it's from last week, he said, well, I know you said don't tell you, but well, I did it.
Yeah, so I think
And in like a
It's
little bit of a knowing
I think
face.
it's in reference to there was a chapter that was like, don't jerk off to this
Don't
book.
jerk off this book.
And I think he's saying that he did.
And then I think you said do it, and I said don't tell us. And then tell us when you do. No, don't tell us.
And do a wink face, Scooter, to Sam if that is correct, just so we can confirm or deny.
So I guess the listeners are doing that. So we're achieving something.
Yeah, I got completely roasted about something I said last week by multiple people. It was to do with. Do you remember I said that Fred and George are taking bets at the Tri-Wizard tournament, and a random girl.
Oh, no.
Did you see this?
Nah.
A random girl comes up to them and goes, "Don't be so mean," and just walks off. Well, I think we can both agree that scene is weird. Like, I don't understand where that scene is from. But
Oh no, is it Angelina?
no, it's Ginny.
What?
It's Ginny. I was like, is it? It's Ginny.
Oh well,
People
I
have
didn't go
gone
back and
and
watch
sent
it.
me screenshots, and they're like, it's clearly Ginny. I'm
Wow.
like, I never knew that was Ginny.
I didn't go back and watch it, so I didn't really know what you're talking about anyway. So I'm claiming
Complete ignorance.
Yeah.
Well, it's Ginny. And,
okay.
Ginny gets a rough trot in the movies for, not being, I guess, book accurate. But I'm sure there's no scene in the books where she does that. And it's just, I just thought it was a random, I thought it was BEM 2.0.
That is so fun. I was hoping it was.
Yeah. I've done on the podcast the poster of Order of the Phoenix where
and
it's not Ginny.
It's not them.
It's Ginny the character, but it's not Ginny in
Yeah.
the poster.
Yeah.
Or at least they've photoshopped her face so much that it does not look
No, I
anything
think it's
like
definitely
her.
not her.
It's a stand-in actor. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Hey, tell you something else I did. This is
Yeah.
sorry, we're not. This is just the rest of my week.
did you go to Green Day?
Didn't go to Green Day. I
Wanna be in a-
played some tennis
Oh,
last night. Well,
whereabouts?
Mel and I have got a friend's.
All right, Kokonakis.
Yeah, we've got a friend's tennis competition on the weekend. We haven't played in 2 months. We're like, let's.
Is it just a friendly thing?
Yeah, and we're not very good or anything. So I booked a court. Unfortunately, I accidentally booked a court. I was you have to get a code to get in, and I was trying the code. We were standing outside the tennis rackets last night. I'm like, how do we get in?
Where was this? East Melbourne?
No, it was in Hawthorne, Q.
Yeah.
Anyway, turned out I accidentally booked a club of the same name in Mildura, which is a 7-hour drive away. So I was
How
like,
did
why
you do
is this
that?
code not working?
How did you do that?
Oh, I think it was called Sacred Heart, which is I feel like a very common.
Were you playing at Sacred Heart in Kew?
Yeah.
That's where I went to primary school.
Oh, well-
Put that in the wiki. There you go. And my dad went there as well, and my mum taught there, and my brother went there.
Do
You have the time to listen to me whine about nothing. Green Day?
yeah,
You
but
don't know that one?
yeah, but do
have the
your parents
time.
have no fuck?
To listen to me whine.
Do they have the code for the tennis
No,
courts?
but
that would be
funnily
really
enough,
helpful.
I remember once Mum and Dad booked a tennis court there
How?
to bring me in. Because
I
we
can't book
knew
the
where
wrong
we were
one.
going. Yeah, and I'm not sure if there's still clay courts there.
There are, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But after is it a thing that after you play you're supposed to hose down the clay or something like that?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I think
it's
it was a
before.
rule before or after you
It's
play,
been
you hose
hosing, and you
down.
definitely use this little sweepy thing.
Yes. And Mum and Dad were playing, and I was probably 6, and I just turned the hose on and was just essentially turning the clay into a massive clay puddle.
yeah.
And Mum and Dad got really upset, being like, "Oh my god, no, you don't do that!" And who would have thought all these years later you'd be not playing there
Yeah.
because you made a mistake.
Well, maybe if you get your parents to pass on like a phone number or something that I can book a court, that'd be great.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Because
no, I will.
because we just got back from Mildura like overnight, so it was pretty tough.
Did you consider going to Mildura?
No.
Yeah, okay. So are you you're close to Kew then? Oh, you are. You pretty much live in Kew now. I grew up in Kew.
Yeah.
Kew.
Avenue Q.
Avenue.
I think they're in Melbourne.
The musical
Yeah.
Avenue Q. I'm trying to think of another one. Cubone, the Pokemon. All right. Anything else you got? Any Harry Potter related tidbits?
No. This is just Mel sending me stuff where I got new a light for our
Smart light.
Smart light, but you can change colors.
Yeah.
So now we can make our place look like it's like a red light district.
Yeah.
I've got a red light outside my house.
I bought smart lights.
Oh, and I'm wearing my Hogwarts t-shirt.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, there we go, Harry Potter.
Well, let's get on to Hogwarts by doing the double F for this week. And last week, we saw a triumphant Derrick win the tournament or win the first task of the Magilympics with his incredible spirit jumping ability. And I think he was really happy for potentially the first time ever.
And should we talk about how we had a bit of look, guys? Yes, Mike and I had a bit of an argument last week.
Did we? What was
and
that?
It was about Neville and Godzilla Neville again.
Oh, that was
about his face.
That was the week before.
But then
so clearly you're having issues. Yeah.
Yes, that's clear. Come along to my show. You'll hear all about them. But we had an argument. You were like, "Oh no, you can tell it's Neville from the face." And then you sent me through the artwork.
Oh yeah, because I get AI to generate an artwork of the pod.
Good to see Neville's face in that Godzilla.
No, it just did look like Godzilla. Yeah. So
we still haven't quite got to the bottom of that.
It. Yeah.
A few more prompts, I think, needed for that.
Yeah, a few more AI prompts, but
yep.
I'm not big on AI.
Okay.
So there you go. Really? Sam Altman and Elon Musk and the other guys doing
We're not going to use it that much.
Yeah. Take that, Zuckerberg.
What about with like photo editing? And you can like...
Nah, I'm not using any AI.
Yeah, okay.
Ever. Except when I need to for any purpose.
Yeah.
I'll use it, but otherwise I'll never use it.
Otherwise we're not using it. We might use it for some things.
We might use it for some things when we need to, and it's cost effective. But we will not use AI for anything.
We're literally not going to use AI at all, except if it's like, if we want like something summarized, in a way. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I actually do really like on Google now, when you Google something, it just gives you an AI result, so you don't even have to click into a website.
Yeah,
That's
I do
awesome.
like. So I'll look at that. I'll
definitely use that.
Yeah,
That's really useful.
Yeah,
it's a useful part of AI.
Yeah, but I'm not. Otherwise, I'm not using it.
No way.
But any question I type into Google, if it has not, I'll use that.
I'll use that. And you know what else I'd use AI for? Anything that I need it for.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, but
would you?
Then maybe I would.
Yeah,
actually, yeah, because
I mean that's the trade-off.
Yeah, like I was doing crossword the other day, and
you used AI.
Well, I mean, I looked up the answer. I was like, oh yeah, that's the answer, but why is that the answer?
Oh, AY. You're using AY.
And I was using AY.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find, but then kind of. I said on ChatGPT, hey, I mean, this is the answer. This is the clue. Why maybe it came to
Give
that
me
conclusion.
an example. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I used that.
It wasn't like 3-letter word for an automotive vehicle, and you were like, car? Hang on a second.
What? No, well, sorry, it was a cryptic crossword, I should say.
I hate cryptic crossword. Yeah, okay. Because I feel like crosswords, it's usually it's never so hard that it's never like something that you couldn't figure out why that's the answer.
I used to be like, what the fuck? And now, for every clue, and now I can get one clue, and then the rest of them I'm still just like, what the fuck?
Can you give a 60-second summary of a cryptic crossword? Actually, don't. The listeners don't want to hear that. They want to hear.
There are clues where it looks like a nonsensical clue in a way. Yeah. They're all actual words, but each word is like a clue. And often the easiest ones are like they're anagrams, and so it'll give you a clue like, oh, the spout jumbled all over. So and the jumbled means it mix up the other words. And
I don't like that.
Oh,
I refuse to do it. I'll tell you this much, Zuckerberg. I will not use cryptic crosswords.
Yeah, but with AI, they're a lot easier now.
Yeah, but
otherwise don't. Yeah, but we won't.
Claire finds it amazing and she says, I'm really smart. I can do the New York Times quick crossword in like under 25 seconds every time.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thanks, man.
Well, that is good.
Well, we usually start by reading the title of the chapter.
But
Sam,
today we're going to get AI to do it.
yeah, I'm not going to do that, so we'll get you to do it. So, Sam, title of the chapter, chapter 19 this week. Read it out for us right now.
Chapter 19. No, that's not. I was trying to do the Aussie Siri.
I thought you were just doing you as AI.
Yeah.
And it was bad.
Chapter 19. Return of the Phantom.
Okay, Return of the Phantom.
Ooh.
The book is called The Phantom Fighter.
So the
we
Return
haven't
of the
seen
Phantom.
him much.
Was the Phantom the master? No.
No, the Phantom was like a big fart cloud of Voldemort, I thought.
Right.
Or at least that's what is conjured. So,
And I wonder if Gobby will kind of... I mean, we saw Gobby last chapter,
yeah, he
maybe.
was with the boy. He's sort of an honorary boy now. But yeah, let's see what we got.
Okay, here we go. The judges have convened and have agreed upon the following scores. Buxter Fungorius stood in the centre of the Quidditch pitch and spoke into his wand like a microphone. Buckety Duckety had gone to the bathroom. Yes, yep, we've convened and we did agree on these scores, Harry Potter said, leaning into Fux's wand microphone. Trying to share the moment, but Fuxer simply took 18 steps in a northwesterly direction. Okay.
Nice.
Yes, yep, we've convened and okay, I get it. Okay.
So he's trying to be part of it. I think Harry feels a bit shafted in this one.
Yeah. In fourth place, with the ridiculous idea of just Accio to summon a broomstick, which honestly just felt like a complete copy from the movies, we have Harold Biscuits of Hogwarts.
It's just a copy from the movies.
Copy from the movies. Harold looked deflated. In third place, using the shield bubble charm and operating around the field, Olivia Flatchling of Rubax. Believe me, Olivia, I gave you full marks.
Because that's her headmaster, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So he's saying, well,
I gave you
full marks. Yeah, I gave you full marks. Blame the others.
Olivia smiled. She was happy with third. She was mainly there to have a bit of fun anyway.
Ah, good on her.
Good on her. Now, in second place, with an impressive demonstration of the Amicus charm, coupled with an Aguamenti Maxima, Dildaroni of Dinguts, Dildo smiled and waved, while Crocomite Dundee played a victory song on Didgeridoo.
Oh, well, I mean, that's culturally inappropriate unless Crocomite has indigenous heritage, which it doesn't sound like he does.
Oh, well, why not?
Maybe he might. Well, let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
Didgeridoo probably doesn't need to be capitalized, but play on.
Is that how you spell didgeridoo? Didgeri do?
Sorry, you just stopped spelling at the end and it's just
because everyone knows how to spell
Doo.
Oh, yeah,
no,
true.
Because do is just
So I actually added more confusion. Sorry, guys.
No one even knows how you just spelled it. So, yeah, that's how you spelled it. Yeah. Blade had run down to the champion's tent to congratulate Derrick and now had his arm around his shoulder. Impeccable work, Derrickson. I knew you could do it.
You know, we were talking in the Patreon about Hugh Grant. I get a bit of Hugh Grant vibes from Blade.
Impeccable work, Derrick.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I knew you could do it. Okay. And in first place, with an impressive spirit jump, Derrickson of Hogwarts.
Woo, Derrick!
The crowd went absolutely wild, and Derrick couldn't believe it. As everybody applauded, a strange, festering smell started stenching up the Quidditch pitch, and green gas began fuming.
Ooh, that sounds like the Phantom Fighter.
Yeah, this is giving me vibes of when they return from the maze, and everyone's cheering, the band's playing, and then it all turns pretty bad when
shit.
Well, they realize Cedric's dead.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's dead in this. But it does feel like someone.
But there's a vibe change.
Someone there is doing like it's not happening of its own volition. It's like the Phantom Fighter is someone, and I think that's why they keep positioning Fuxter and Blade next to each other, because I think you're supposed to be like, well, which one is it? But yeah.
Well, whereas I was like,
You didn't pick
I
that.
didn't pick that up.
I think the reason
Like,
why...
remember, at the end, I'd be like, remember they're all there every time.
Yeah, you're like, I didn't notice
No.
that. Yeah, because I think the thing with Sokkie in the last one was that the twist
No.
the twist was that Mr. Charger was spirit jumped into Sokkie, and Sokkie was mentioned in like every chapter when something went wrong as being there. Like, yeah, but you didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, but then like,
but you don't remember anything from.
but then
the
I
show.
think that like, yeah, but then someone could argue like, oh yeah, but like Harry was there every time as well.
Yeah, but Harry wasn't doing it.
Well, I don't know. Wait till the 7th book and it's
We'll see.
revealed that Harry's done it all.
The mastermind. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Various members of the audience began passing out and falling over, and all the teachers took their wands out. Over here, children, exit through here. Cheeseman Damo could be heard directing students to the exit. He's still around.
Because I think like I feel like there's a template for my writing, which is like book 3, we get introduced to like Cheeseman Damo and Vladek, Slav and the Munovic and stuff, and like there's a group of new characters of which all are equally suspicious and could be the villain, right?
Yes.
And Monsieur Charger. In this one, we've got Fugs de Fungorius, Blade, Crocomite Dundee, Olivia, like all of these characters that are like, oh, well, one of them could be.
Yeah. But maybe that's in everything.
Maybe it is in everything. Like, I guess in Goblet of Fire, you've got Karkaroff, like lots of Barty Crouch.
Harry Potter was even more obvious. It was like, oh, the Defense Against the Arts teacher.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's always to do with them.
It's to do with them.
Yeah, it's something to do with them. Just check them out.
Or Voldemort. He'll be around. Okay. Oh, no. Harry Potter said, the Phantom Fighter. They're back? Buxer said, looking around.
Now that looks performative. Oh, the Phantom Fighter. They're back? Oh, I'm so scared.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck. I completely forgot about that. The book is even called that. Fuck, Harry said as he passed out from the stench. Oh.
So it's like a petrifying stench.
Yeah, and he's just like,
the book's called that. That's it, yeah.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Anyway, he passes out. Suddenly, most of the students had frozen still, including the boys. Nobody could move as again, a snake-like face appeared in a cloud of green gas.
Ooh.
It won't be long now, the voice said. Yes, it is me. I don't know why I'm laughing so much. I don't know what accent I went for.
Just a guy who says his S's.
I started with this and then you sing, and then I just went to a normal voice. Yeah, that's much.
I do
more,
a good Parselmouth. Yeah.
Do you want to?
I'll do it.
Why don't you do it?
It won't be long now.
The voice said.
Yes, it is me, Lord Voldemort, and I am returning very soon. Now, interestingly, in the real Harry Potter, Voldemort didn't announce to everyone, I'll be returning soon, just so you know. He did it in secret.
Prepare for my arrival. Yeah. Baby.
Have some fruit ready. I like fruit.
I like fresh fruit.
Fruit and just a bottle of water.
Just some sushi platter. Ready. Some coconut water on ice.
Yeah. That's good.
A bowl of just green M&Ms.
Yeah. Just green M&Ms. I don't want to see any red ones. If I see a red M&M, I'll scream. Yes. Okay, he goes on. Look at me in my fart form. Soon, I will be human.
That's really good, Mike. And a lot better than mine, which was, it won't be long now. Yes. It's me, Lord Voldemort.
Nice.
Okay. The boys looked around. Mr. Charger was nowhere to be seen.
The Phantom Farter is making sure I can spread my dark farts far and wide. By the end of the year, I will be back again, forever, unless I die, which I won't, because this time I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, could you speak up, mate? We can't actually hear you. Sorry, no, that was really good. Said the voice from the gas cloud. But I just like, is he? Can anyone hear him?
Does anyone know what he's saying?
Sorry, is it Voldemort, is it?
You know, in the movie and possibly the book of the last Harry Potter, like, Voldemort does this, but his voice seems to just, like, go through the whole of Hogwarts. How does that work?
Yeah, and he's whispering, but then his laugh is... It's like Ariana Grande, her voice changes.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Give an example.
I think I think it's because she speaks in her, like, protecting her singing voice. She's often speaking up here, but she actually does have that voice.
like that.
That should be a nice little crossover there.
Yeah, a little crossover. All right, let's continue.
Anyway, I thought that you're doing great. You're great at a kind of Voldemort-y voice.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So just keep it going. But I do like the idea of him just saying, yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, g'day guys, I'll be back soon.
I'm returning soon, but not quite yet.
Watch out. Get ready.
As they listened, the boys noticed that Fuckster Fungorius had abandoned all of the other teachers and run toward the Quidditch pitch exit rapidly.
Oh.
Okay. As Voldemort disappeared, all of the boys regained their movement ability and began coughing. Did you see Fungorius? He ran off pretty quickly, Luke said. Yes, Luke, we all heard the narrator. We're not fucking 3 and don't have ears or something, Michael said.
Which
so
also,
much flawed logic there.
Because it also does suggest that everything the narrator says is audible to them at all times.
Not only that, but like, you don't grow ears until you're 3.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't even
fucking
think that.
3 don't have ears
Yeah,
or something.
Oh, I'm 3. What did you say? I don't have ears yet. I
don't have
grown my
ears.
ears.
We all know kids grow their ears.
3 and don't have ears.
Yeah. Where could he have been going? Rob said. Well, I mean, like, running away.
But wouldn't he be protecting the students?
I wouldn't.
I think it's.
I wouldn't. They're not his students. He's like, fuck these guys.
Yeah, true. Maybe he was going to save his students.
Yeah. It's obvious. Mr. Charger is behind this, and Fungorius must be working with him. He's run to go and meet Mr. Charger while everyone is immobilized. They must be harnessing the power of that the fart cloud of Voldemort is gathering, said Michael.
Miss is still doing shadow puppets this afternoon in the Great Hall, if interested.
Gobby said. Okay, there's a bit of a formatting issue here, but I'll just go with it.
Yeah, there is.
Gobby, 1, you aren't part of the group. 2, nobody cares about shadow puppets, especially right now, Sam said. The formatting issue is that whenever you've typed this in, it on a Word document, it has formatted to 1 and 2 is like a list.
Like a list, not like it's in the dialogue.
And there's just a massive space between.
Yeah, it hasn't, it's just formatted completely.
It's like a double, triple tab between there, I reckon.
It's embarrassing, actually.
And they're not even, anyway, whatever. And they're not lined up very well. As it is very embarrassing. As everyone else began moving, Blade went front and center and directed everybody. Hogwarts students. No, I was going to try and do something, but I'm not.
What were you trying to do?
I don't know. How can you do a Hugh Grant?
It's not. It's not. You're right. That was wrong. It was wrong of me to suggest that.
Hogwarts students, back to your houses. Rubax and Dingard students, find your headmaster and take direction from them. Everybody, back to the castle.
Oh, well, that's quite a different. That's a lot of different instruction because you're going. Hogwarts students, go back to your houses.
Yeah.
Rubax and Dingard students, find your headmaster. They'll tell you what to do. Everybody back to the castle. It was like, oh, well, but I'm a Rubax student, but I'm also everybody.
Yeah.
So what should I do? Because my headmaster just ran out of the Quidditch pitch.
Yeah.
So it's a bit misleading. So maybe he's trying to throw people off and get people killed.
Yeah. Yes, everybody, Harry began, as all the students began following Blade quickly to the castle. Everybody do that. Yeah, good idea, Blade. Very good idea. Great idea, in fact. If any of the students happen to want to stick with me, I am Harry Potter. I did kill Voldemort and all of the above, so please make a decision quickly, Harry said. Harry said, the boys were the only students who...
I saw that. I was already laughing
I
about
it says
The
the boys
listeners can't find this as funny as
the
us.
boys were the only students who hadn't followed Blade. Now, but it's hadn't is spelled had apostrophe N apostrophe T.
HAD apostrophe N apostrophe T. Whereas the apostrophe is...
You've overthought it. You've overthought
There's
it.
two apostrophes.
Yeah, you're thinking of like shouldn't have, wouldn't have.
Is shouldn't have a thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Would you actually write should N apostrophe T apostrophe VE?
I think you can.
Can you? I've never done that. To me, that feels like overstepping.
Yeah, but
Shouldn't have.
no.
I'll tell you what I hate. People that say shouldn't of or wouldn't of or couldn't of. Not a thing, guys. It shouldn't have, wouldn't have, couldn't have. Go back to school. What are you, like 3 and you haven't grown a brain yet?
He shouldn't have. That's why you guys shouldn't. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Thanks, man.
That was good.
Yeah, it shouldn't have.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's pretty harsh.
Nah. You learned that in like grade 3.
It's funny because some things really annoy me grammatically, but then I know I'm a hypocrite because I will do whatever the right one is. I'll say on accident or by accident.
Like what?
No, that's the term.
What is it? I actually wouldn't know that.
I say I did
by
that,
accident.
I did that on accident, and I think you actually meant. I think
It's I did that accidentally, wouldn't it be?
yeah.
Accidentally in love.
I'm in love.
Accidentally.
I'm in love. 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 I'm in love.
Accidentally.
I'm in love.
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 I'm in love. Accidentally. Come on. Turn a little eye. It's a good song. Counting Crows.
That's where if Counting Crows brings me up on stage, I have to be ready. I have to be ready.
I'm in love on accident. What the? It reminds me of that Family Guy thing where they're at Kiss and they're like, I wanna rock and roll all night. And then they put the microphone up to Lois and she's like, and have a wonderful time. The whole crowd just stops and they're like, what?
Okay, let's continue. Should we continue?
I'm just thinking about that song. How they go, I want to rock and roll all night and party every day.
Yes.
So but I would say rock and rolling is synonymous with partying. So are they just saying that they want to party 24 hours a day?
I think what they want to do is they want to sing
Rock and roll
play
all
their
night?
little songs.
Yeah.
All night,
Yeah.
evening,
Yeah.
everything. Maybe they do go to sleep
But it does
and they
sound
party during the day, and then they go, "Hey, let's just party.
Let's stay in
Put
tonight."
the guitar down.
Yeah.
We're not gonna sing until it's nighttime."
Yeah. But do you reckon, like, surely there'd be some people involved in Kiss Incorporated so that they've spent all night rock and rolling and it's 8 a.m. and Gene Simmons comes out and is like, come on, guys, let's party. And someone's like, let's just chill today. And he's like, well, we wrote a whole song about rock and rolling all night and partying every day. I don't remember, and chill out every day. They didn't sing about that. So it'd be antithetical to their
But
mission
maybe it was
statement.
just, maybe it's, I want to rock and roll all night and party every day of the school holidays.
Yeah,
and then,
school,
obviously, during and maybe it's just the weekend.
Maybe, yeah.
Party every day.
I just think it is unsustainable.
Yeah.
And
it could have been about summer break. It could have been about
but then Alice Cooper, in a similar kind of musical genre, he did a song called School's Out.
Yeah.
And that was specifically about school being finished.
Yeah.
School's out for summer. So I think, what I respect about Alice is that he was willing to be honest that, okay, school's out, I'm going to party, but I'm not rock and rolling all night and partying every day. Do you think
he also did another one about 17.
Hot for Teacher?
No.
Didn't he do a song
Yeah,
called
maybe.
Hot
Actually, he did a lot of
school related songs.
Yeah,
That's a bit weird. Do you think Gene Simmons goes to see his therapist like we all do and should do, and the therapist goes, Gene, I think what you need to get to is figuring out what do you want? What do you want to do? And he goes, well, I think I've figured it out. Yeah, what is it, Gene? I want to rock and roll all night and party every day.
No. Gene, I don't think
Gene,
that's
kind of what's gotten you here today. So.
No, and he's like, no, it's I'll see myself out, and even from a sitting position, he uses his long tongue, opens the door, and then he's just doing that, and then follows it out. I'll see myself out.
Oh God!
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think he would. The myth of Gene Simmons' extendable tongue.
Just because I don't know when Alice Cooper will come up again on the show.
Yeah, you might as well. Get all your Alice Cooper stories out.
We had SingStar 80s on PlayStation 2.
Oh, nice.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, nice.
Oh my God. I think I got like 100% on Tainted Love by Soft
What else
Cell.
did they have? Did they have I Believe in a Thing called Love?
I think they did.
Oh wow.
Wow. Yeah, good guess.
Yeah, no. I think we had friends who had that game, and I remember hearing the
that's where
touching me.
Yeah. That's it's also where I learnt Ice Ice Baby properly.
Classic.
It's also, but it had Alice Cooper Poison.
Oh.
Your poison running through my... And it's funny that it was on that because it was probably the most like sexual film clip.
Oh, was it?
I was like...
so you saw the music video with it?
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God.
Really? Like what's
happening?
Explicit about it?
Oh, it's like a woman in leather and like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's like... Yeah, and it is quite... And then I'm like, wow, lyrics are quite sexual. That's when I realised. It's like...
Yeah.
You know, your mouth... so hot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and this is hot lace on sweat.
I guess when you're a kid, you just don't really know what that means.
But I just think it'd be so funny. My mum, like, hearing me and my little sister going, I want to love you, but I better not touch. Don't touch. I want to touch you, but my senses tell me to stop. I want to kiss you, but I want it too much.
I think there's lots of songs like that when you're a kid.
But we're both in there singing along.
Yeah.
I want to taste you, but your lips are venomous poison.
Do you remember that song, French Kissing in the USA?
Oh.
French Kissing in the USA. French Kissing in the I used to love that. French Kissing in the USA. French kissing. I'm like 10 years old.
You and your brother are like,
yeah, French Kissing in the USA. Dude, who's that song by?
I don't know. I was going to give you the iPad. We're still going.
Who is the song French Kissing in the USA by? I haven't heard this. Sorry, I'm just Siriing it.
Oh my God.
Debbie Harry. My dad used to love it. Not the activity, but the song.
I've never been to the USA. So
do you remember? I think it was Kate Sobrano. Do you know Kate Sobrano?
Yeah.
Australian singer.
Not personally.
She had a song that my mum loved, and it was so sexual, but it was really catchy. And me and my brother would sing it as well. It was like, kiss me passionately.
Yeah.
Come back to bed and turn off the phone. I really love to just get around. Come back. And me and my brother would just sing that all the time. And it's just a song about a girl who loves sex.
Turn off the phone.
Passion and kiss me.
Turn off the dial-up internet. I don't know, just thinking of other things.
Unplug the modem. Turn it off.
Make sure all the power switches are off
at the wall.
The wall at the house. It really makes me uncomfortable to think that's still on.
Yeah, while we're making love. All right, let's keep going with the chappy. Good detour though.
I've got to write that down about singing Alice Cooper. Me and Eliza singing Alice Cooper.
That is a really funny image.
Okay. Okay, here we go. This was all because you misspelled the word hadn't.
Yes. How did we get to that from Kiss and Gene Simmons?
The listeners know.
Yeah, okay.
So
we don't remember.
The boys were the only students who hadn't followed Blade because they were busy trying to figure out what Fuckstuff Ungorious was up to. Boys! You chose me! Ha! Awesome. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something crazy.
Oh,
Harry said.
Never a good sign.
Also just like, he's like, hey, come on, I want to show you something crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I know we're all in danger.
Wasn't it a big danger? Yeah. He took the boys to the other side of the Quidditch pitch where something they absolutely weren't expecting was there. Neville. Completely untransformed from Godzilla Neville. Just plain old, boring old Neville. Completely naked. Dick visible amongst others.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh,
Were there other
okay.
dicks around?
I think it's his dick was visible amongst other parts of his body, I suppose,
Okay, yeah.
including his nipples. Maybe. I don't know.
Not, yeah, free the nipple.
Yeah, FTN.
Yeah, free the Neville. He was lying on the floor, unconscious, and also possibly dead.
Oh, well, that's sad.
Now, boys, I need you to help me drag his body back to the office. Back to my office, Harry said. But wouldn't dragging his body be a one-person job? Asked Rob. Rob, just, Harry said, just don't.
Just don't.
Because Harry began.
That sounds like what someone says when,
just-
someone's trying to, justify what they did wrong. It's like,
Yeah,
just don't.
Just don't.
Just don't, mate.
Can we just be problem solvers rather than
Not problem makers.
problem makers, okay?
Wasn't it from one of the other books where Harry would always go, help or hindrance?
Yeah, yeah.
Was that from
Help or
this?
hindrance.
Help
Yes, it
or
was
hindrance,
from-
Neville.
yes, it
Help
was.
or hindrance.
It was from this. But also,
I want that to be my
Yeah.
catchphrase. Help or hindrance,
hindrance.
guys.
I like that Harry was like, I want to show you something crazy. Anyway,
It's just Neville.
it's Neville. Need to drag him back to my office.
But to be honest, if someone did say to me, hey, follow me, I want to show you something crazy, dead body would be on my list of things.
I'd be like, wow. Yeah, that is crazy. But isn't this your friend? And, yeah. It was confirmed that Neville was alive when he farted during the dragging.
well, that's nice.
In Derrick's next week of okay, just something completely different. In Derrick's next week of school, absolutely everything had changed. Suddenly, he couldn't go anywhere without people staring and saying hello nervously.
Huh.
Some of the first years even asked his autograph. 3 out of every 100 girls would show their boobs as they walked past.
Wow.
That's very inappropriate.
3%. 3%.
Yeah, out of every 3 out of every 100. So it was
It's 1 in every 33.3.
Yeah, but it's also just been like, so what? Was there only 3, or was there 6?
Were there 200 girls and 6 of them showed their boobs, or was it 100 girls and 3 of them showed their boobs?
Yeah. Anyway, well, he said.
Yeah.
Anyway, it goes on. It was amazing because Derrick hadn't seen boobs before, and now he's seen at least 3 pairs.
3, potentially 6.
Yeah.
Potentially 100. We don't
We don't know how many people. Yeah.
Yeah. This is me. Oh yeah, you get used to it.
Said Dimmy after Derrick told him of this crazy new thing that was happening.
I think after I saw my first boobs, I was pretty shocked and I couldn't believe it. But now when I see them, I just don't even care anymore. It's that normal for me. So he's getting 100%, I'd say. Yeah.
Whose boobs did you first see? Derrick asked him.
My grandma's.
Said Dimmy.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's not better. That's not great. Oh yeah. I was pretty shocked and couldn't believe it, is what he's.
Oh wow.
Wow. Yeah, wow. Okay. But better yet, Derrick was now more confident than ever and actually genuinely felt excited about the next task in the competition. One day, while walking in the corridor, he noticed Blade a slight bit in front of him. Professor Lockhart! Derrick yelled. Ah, Derrickson, again. Well done on the first task. You're a powerful wizard, Blade said. I just wanted to tell you again how grateful I am. You instilled a confidence in me that I never had before, said Derrick. Well, I'm glad I could help, Blade said. And also, do you have any hints about the next task? Derrick said. Blade laughed, gave Derrick a noogie.
Noogie.
I haven't heard that.
Words that have never been said in Harry Potter.
Give me that,
Hagrid gave Harry a little noogie
Yeah,
and they
come
all
here.
moved on.
In case you don't call it that anywhere else,
Oh.
a noogie is when you really just rub your fist on someone's head.
Yeah, I
It
can't
kinda-
remember the last noogie I had.
Yeah, well,
But it's
there
a
you go.
schoolyard kind of thing, and often the noogie is accompanied by a headlock.
I've got to write down noogie. It's very funny.
Wouldn't you? Would you say the noogie
Yeah.
is accompanied with a headlock?
Yeah, but not a firm head. Oh,
No.
man, well, it can be if they really don't
the
like it.
noogie is fundamentally not violent. It's just annoying, and
You rub your fist or your knuckles on someone's head.
yeah, the noogie could be done by a parent to a child as an
Affectionately.
endearing
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, but it can also be done as a schoolyard, noogie,
Yeah.
and like Wet Willy.
So Blade laughed, gave Derrick a noogie, called him a little scamp, and everyone laughed as the credits for this episode started. The live audience laughed, and the director said to everyone, it was time to go home.
Oh, well, that's a great ending.
That's the end of the chapter.
Now, I just wanted to say, before...
And then there's another blank page. And it doesn't say it's intentionally left blank, so we can only assume it's not intentionally.
Invisible ink, yeah. Well, thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
Before we recorded, Claire, my partner, said that she was going to go for a walk or something, and then she would come back sneakily during, just so as to not interrupt. I think I did hear the door open, but didn't mention it. So I'm just gonna.
Is she actually here?
Claire, did you come home? Oh, maybe she's not here. No, she isn't here. I didn't hear the door opening. Sorry about that. False alarm, guys.
Oh, sorry. Is that her wearing the balaclava and holding the crowbar?
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's not her. So we're gonna wrap this up.
God.
Sam, tickets to Sam's show, comedyfestival.com.au.
Yes.
Sam Garlep, Scam Garlep,
or Adelaide Fringe.
Please
come to that. If you know anyone that lives in Adelaide, Jesus Christ, please come.
Are you doing anything after Melbourne Comedy Fest?
Not currently.
Okay, cool. Well, obviously not currently because you're doing this currently. You mean you don't have plans to? Is that what
it'd be cool to do some shows somewhere else. So I'll have to organise that.
Nice. I will be there.
Where should I go?
Oh yeah, name your city. Sam will come to whoever is the first person to say their city. Tibet. Oh, okay. Cool. You're going to Tibet. Doing a show in Tibet.
Hey. You're gonna have a great time. Tibet, I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed because I'm bloody sleepy.
Hey, that's good. You know, I told this the other day. At high school, one of the teachers set us this competition to
Free Tibet?
No, we had to write down 10 puns, and we had to try and make the teacher laugh with any of these 10 puns, and you'd win a prize.
Oh, okay.
So I decided to enter the competition. I wrote down 10 puns to see if I could make him laugh. No pun intended. No pun intended. Not a single pun intended.
I'm so annoyed.
Why are you annoyed about that?
Because it's not a real story.
No, it's not a real story. No pun intended.
So you got me.
And with that, I urge you to go to patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys and help support the show. I do a blog. I do this podcast. I have a YouTube channel. Check me out somewhere on the internet. Sam.
And can I urge you all to go and watch the film clip to Alice Cooper Poison?
Yeah. And imagine, put yourself in the head of a 10-year-old boy singing this on SingStar 80s on PlayStation 2. And we'll leave you with that. Sam, I'm Mike Liberale.
And that's his real name.
And I'm Sam Garlep.
Oh, yeah.
And this has been Harry Potter and the Boys. We'll see you for tomorrow.
See you for tomorrow's haunting.
Goodbye, Hamora.
What did you say? I said haunting. I don't know why.
Tomorrow's haunting.
Is that what you said?
No.
What did you say? We'll see you for
bulletin.
tomorrow.
I said bulletin because I thought we were doing like news.
Which I thought. Then I thought you said haunting. I was like, okay, sure.
Why would I say haunting?
Something spooky.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye forever. Until next week. Next bulletin.
Accidentally in love.